The Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Talks about niggas Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Here's a like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, we'll take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody
Wall Street.
What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it.
Goes up really high. What's their favorite saying? Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? You hit the like, you hit the subscribe. Every day we talk about going to the moon and going soon. Well, here is the weekly closing candle. And as we are, it's the daily and the closing all together. Bitcoin crypto news for you. Please do your own research. None of this is financial advice, but please hit the like and subscribe. Currently, right now, this is the Bitcoin chart on TradingView. So if you're interested, follow us. It is the daily chart. We're going to break this down for you. We have been falling up and down. Lots of things going on in the Bitcoin chart here. Let's get a couple indicators, get a little understanding. I want to talk about Litecoin tonight. I want to talk about PolkaDot. I do believe there are some trends coming. I do believe that these altcoins will be showing us something coming through. So as we're looking at this into this here falling wedge, we broke out to the falling wedge perfectly. Right here, as you can see, then another falling wedge came through, broke out. Currently, right now, we have this ascending channel. So I'm not sure, but if I am mistaken, it does look a little bearish. We'll see what happens. Right now, the total market cap is 1.83. Not too impressed. 1.83. It is standing. Trillion market cap. Right now, Bitcoin is 39,485. So 39.5. Getting that new daily, getting that new weekly. They match about the same. So if you notice, right here, we're starting to get a little bit of a green candle, but the most thing I noticed is that weekly candle was basically minute. Something I pretty much said would happen. So if you pay attention to this right now on this chart, we're waiting for something to happen on the daily. I will go over some of the altcoins while we do so, but some of the Bitcoin news. Bank of England says crypto has busted its budget in 419 million shortfall. So the financial regulator said it's planning to hire about 100 more employees. Thanks to crypto, the Bank of England's regulatory arm says it needs additional funding this year to cover the rising costs of its watchdog responsibility. Speaking of watchdog, if you hear a bark, the Prudential Regulation Authority plans to raise £321 million, 419 million by February 23rd, a 9% increase from last year to combat growing risk and around cryptocurrencies. So let's be real. This was last week on Wednesday. They announced this. Crypto is here to stay. We are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What's going on, Philip? I see in the super chat there. Coinbase to extend its research reach by 1 second. Excuse me. All right. Sorry about that. So now we got Coinbase here. Extend its reach by acquiring BTC Turk. $3.2 billion. Understand what's going on. It is growing. It's getting bigger here. Studies show that the Turk market possesses an excellent potential for cryptocurrency investors, particularly brokerage firms. As per reports released by Statistica, digital assets investment in Turkey increased at a growth rate of the fifth largest country globally. Moreover, many other cryptocurrency exchanges, including Bybit, OKX, and Binance already operate in Turkey. The Turkish government is also keen to encourage citizens to invest in the latest metaverse technologies. Turkish are investing millions of dollars in acquiring virtual reality space and virtual land. Crypto is just blowing up. It's getting ridiculous. Hit the like and subscribe. Last piece of news. Shiba Inu Dogecoin. Payments accepted by Porsche Baltimore dealership. Thought that was very, very exciting. Hit that like and hit that subscribe. Very, very big news here. At the time of date, the Porsche Townsend website featured a 2022 Porsche Cayenne SUV, which is what I would like to drive. $95,880, which is worth $677,610 Doge. Or if you'd like to go 3.8 billion Shiba, you could also send that in as well as a payment. So we are starting to find payments. We are starting to see that the crypto industry is growing. Everyone wants to get into the crypto world. Everybody wants a piece of that crypto. So come and get a piece of the crypto until we see what's going on. Right now, we have Litecoin. I do believe Litecoin has been very, very boring. This is the 4-hourly. If we break it down to the weekly, and I wanted to show you a little bit, high volatile waves, of course. But if you notice right now, Bollinger Bands are coming in on Litecoin. More of a stable coin, if you will. Excuse me. Notice some of the price action. 238, 240 is a big price action where I would take profits if I could. But right now, 143 is going to be a humongous resistance level. So if you do remember, 143, nothing to sneeze at. But there is a nice 10% move coming into this. And if I were to say Wall Street Pete, do your own research, of course. But somewhere right around that 143 price, you'll see here coming in. This is the weekly. Coming right through there, there'll be a 143 resistance price. I do believe that this will hit. Would be a nice growth. Obviously, this is what we're here for. This is why you hit the like and subscribe. Doing some real quick talk, fast money. That was Litecoin. And now PolkaDot. Kind of excited about PolkaDot. I do believe PolkaDot has a nice big move coming as well. This is the weekly. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, PolkaDot, DOT is the abbreviation. This is TradingView. We are paying attention to the weekly. I have the EMA up. Looking to close here. And if you zoom in a little bit here, if you pay attention to this, $52 obviously in November 8th in that time frame was the high of a support that we kept hitting. Now, what am I looking to see? Well, it looks like we have established our bottom. If you were able to get into the beginning of this year of 2021, which is last year, excuse me, not this year, you were able to get it at $5.30, something you would have been excited about. Kenneth, good evening to you as well. Hit that like and subscribe, you already know. But last year, this is the growth. So could you imagine what you're buying today? Today, you're buying it at right now $18. And I'm telling you that there's an opportunity for a $50 swing. Well, wouldn't you want to be involved? Wouldn't you want to be something that's more involved? Now you got to do your own research because I am not a financial advisor, just someone who likes to wear the visor. Maybe not the team perhaps you like, but look at this tanning line. Whoo! This is called working on a fence. Building a fence, putting one in, and getting your ace kicked. It hurts a little bit, but I'm a strong man. We can deal with it. But look at these Bollinger Bands right now on PolkaDot. If you see coming in, Bollinger Bands are getting really, really tight, getting some price tight action. This is the weekly, so if you pay attention to this, the weekly is pretty bad here. Very minute. It's getting very boring. A lot of people like to sell at this point in time. They think nothing's happening, and this is where you make your biggest mistake. Do not sell your crypto because if you're stuck and locked in at this price from January 17, 2022, which at this point in time is a good 3 months, a good quarter of the way of the year, you'll be very tired of that. Well, I'll tell you right now, if you weren't buying and working your ass off and putting up the fence I did and working your ass off and making all that money and putting it into here and accumulating as much as you can so by the time it goes lift off, you'll be very excited. That's Wall Street Pete, the crazy guy. Used to work in New York. Basically, this is what we talk about. This is long sideways boring action, a weekly chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 weeks of dead, boring support action at the price of $16 that we currently do see. So let's see what the is $16.72. So if you bought it at $16.72 and you waited every single time and had a paycheck that you could put money into each time, you would now accumulate more PolkaDot. You would now be able to enjoy the ride of what you're going to get when it does come up to these prices. We'll talk about the levels of resistance and support once we get there. Your first level of resistance for this thing here is $24.50. So if anyone in this live right now that is curious or watches this forward, you will see there is a $24.69, some type of resistance that we will have to beat, we will have to destroy in order to flip the trend here. So nothing is out of the woods yet, nothing is safe yet, but PolkaDot is something very trustworthy. You see the red, we're almost done falling. Perhaps we could be done here as the Bollinger Bands are getting tight. Give me a price action. Volume on the bottom is accumulating here slowly. We'll see what happens. It's looking strong, so sideways boring action is always good. Remember that. Don't want to keep this a long video, but I do want to get back to Bitcoin, as I do believe Bitcoin is very, very important. This is what I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. We are now getting to the red candle on the daily, which will now start turning into the weekly. What is going to happen is going to be a very, very big problem. If we continue to fall through here, and as you see now, the Bollinger Bands are getting super tight. My EMA ribbon is getting super tight. This is something to pay attention to. The bands are coming even on the weekly. Get rid of my indicator so you can see this now. This is the weekly. This was a daily I did. It looks much better on the daily. So maybe we should do that. Yeah. It looks much better on the daily here. What I want to show you is I believe that we are going to come down now. If we do that, this buying area in the 35,000 is going to give you something to talk about. It's going to give you something that you're going to believe and have trust in on a support level all the way to the down here. So if you stuck to this video all the way to the end, I commend you, because there is a price action to the 35,000, excuse me, I didn't lift it up, that I believe I would put a long position in. Now, if I did that, I'd be still concerned at this point in time. Why? Because Bitcoin is doing something different. But if you see the circle here, new higher low, where is the next higher low? Well, I expect it to be somewhere in that realm as well. That's what we're talking about here and then here. So if it does break through, it's going to end that higher low, but it is also going to match the support that we have received this entire January, this entire first quarter. So pay attention to that. I do believe that these are very important details. This chart is very important to watch. If we do, what are you going to want to take profits on? Where are you going to want to take your next? Well, there it is right there, 50K. So if you pay attention to what's happening with the Bitcoin chart and the Bitcoin price, this is a daily. So it's going to take days for us to really get what we're doing. But if you see the ascending channel, if we do not break to the downside where we're looking to supposedly go, we can ultimately see that move. So right there, excuse me on that strip, right there, we do need to find a way to stay above that price. What price is that? It would be the old resistance right here slash flip 37.7. So that's really your last hurrah. So if Bitcoin is going to say anything and have any kind of luck of bouncing off this, this is the end of the video, of course. So if you're getting excited and you're getting tired of watching this video, I'm just letting you know. Nice long 12, 13 minutes now. That's going to be your bottom. That's going to be your warning price. So pay attention to that. If we do fall lower than 37.7 and we finish a candle daily above, lower than that, I'm going to see something lower. We're going to have to be talking about buying in this 35,000 zone. So understand that's what's going to result. That's what happens. Those are the sequences. So pay attention to the sequence of this chart. I think it's very, very important for you to see in detail. We may be okay. So what's going to happen here is we either get this 50,000 jump, see what happens. We'll talk about when we get there. If not, we're going to be establishing something lower out of this trend. We're going to talk about this if it does happen. I will go live. So it's very important for you to hit the bell notification if so. So gentlemen used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. This is where this crazy man comes from. Every day we talk about the Bitcoin price, talk about the Bitcoin news. If there's something you like, you hit the alarm clock snooze, then you get excited for usually 8 p.m. Eastern time. New York, we usually come live for you. So tomorrow, a little bit after 8 o'clock, we will have another video, another update of the Bitcoin price and the altcoins. Pay attention to the PolkaDot. I do believe we're going to get a nice gain coming within this short time of the summer. And Litecoin, I think something is coming very shortly here. So let's see what happens. Let's see what goes on in the future. Please be careful in the comments, as many people are scammers in the comments section. You know they're terrible. So please do not chat with anybody you really don't know. But we got the Wolves in the Wall Street in Instagram, so I'm excited. I do love that. We have Instagram people who'd like to do research for us. Help us out. Give us the news when it happens. We're here for you. So if we have something crazy that needs to happen tonight, we will come live for you. Otherwise, just hit the bell notification, hit the all. And when something really does happen, you will get a notification from YouTube on your phone. It will say, hey, this knucklehead is live. He's got some good information for you. Have a great night. I know tomorrow's Monday. It's going to be a rough day. A lot of people hate the Mondays. But it's the start of something good. It's a good week. Sunday I knew would be bearish. Let's see what happens tomorrow morning. Tune in, tune out. I'll talk to you later. Wall Street Pete's Sick Dough in Crypto.